Welcome again. We are doing a special video which covers Joshua 6 verse 27 and all the way down to Joshua 7 verse 13. Is the title The Spoils of the Holy War. Amen. Because he was the divine warrior who achieved Israel victories, booties won in holy wars belong partly or entirely to the Lord. Such booty fell under the ban, which was devoted to destruction or utterly destroyed and annihilated, to kill everything that's there, destroy everything and everyone there. It belong irrevocably to the Lord and had to be kept from human use. Okay? As potential slave, the entire enemy population routinely fell under the ban and was to be killed, according to Deuteronomy 20, verse 16 and 17. Let me read that to you. But as for the town of these people that the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance, you must not let anything that breathes remain there. That means anything that breathes, human or animal. Okay? You shall annihilate them. The Hittites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusite, just as the Lord your God has commanded. Everything, animals, people, everything that's breathed must be destroyed. Okay. Now, normally, non-living booty and cattle did not came under the ban. Right? When you look at Joshua 8 verse 2, go to Joshua 8 verse 2. Okay? You shall do to Ai, that's Ai, and his king, as you did to Jericho and his king. Only his spoil and his livestock you may take as booty for yourselves. Set an ambush against the city behind it. Now, in Joshua 11, verse 14, let me read that for you. All the spoils of these towns and the livestock the Israelites took for their booty, but all the people they struck down with the edge of the sword until they had destroyed them, and they did not leave any who breathed. You see, on Joshua 8 verse 2 and Joshua 11 verse 14, they kept the animals alive. Okay, and they kept the gold, the jewels, and precious gold and stuff. They kept that, and they kept the animals. But in Deuteronomy, even the animals were destroyed. Anything that breathed. Okay, now and also, but Jericho is a special case. Jericho is a special case. Is domestic animals are killed along with its people. When you look at verse 21 of Joshua 6. Then they devoted to destruction by the edge of the sword all in the city, both men and women, young and old, oxen, sheep, and donkeys. All the animals were destroyed. Okay, that was a special case. And valuable metals are deposited in the sanctuary, right? And verse 19 and verse 24. Let me read verse 19 for you. But all silver and gold and vessels of bronze and iron are sacred to the Lord. They shall go into the treasury of the Lord. Right? They must bring it into the temple, you know. And who's in charge of the temple? The Levites. Okay. Now, 24. They burned down the city and everything in it. Only the silver and gold and the vessel of bronze and iron they put into the treasury of the house of the Lord. Of the house of the Lord. So I hope you were able to learn something, right? And learn about the spoils of holy war when the Israelite was involved in a war, they were not able to keep the valuable that was in that town. Okay? As far as the animals, most of the time they was not able to. Sometimes there was. It all depends on what God told them to do at that moment. So that's why you have to really pay attention when the Lord is speaking to you. So you make sure that you do exactly as He tells you to do. Because the Lord could tell you to keep, kill everybody, but keep the oxen for sacrificial, for other things, for their share of the war battle. According to Joshua 8:2 and Joshua 11:14. But in some instances, when the town is so destructive, right? It's so destructive, and God just wants to destroy everything in it and ask for it not to be rebuilt again. Then He don't even want the animals alive. Okay, so this is the video on the spoils of the holy war, and not only that, you cannot keep any. You can't keep any of the spoil. If you keep something that was marked for destruction, you bring destruction in the camp, in your family. You keep destruction. You put destruction around you, and the Israelites going to suffer for it later on. You will see. You will see. Okay, what's going to happen to part of the Israelite. You will see what's going to happen to them for their disobedience. Maybe I'm talking too much, but I give you too much insight. Too much insight. You have to keep on following me so you could know when did they screw up. Okay? So may the Lord keep you. May the Lord protect you. May the Lord watch over you and keep you safe. Keep you, the way He want you to be. Healthy and whole. Amen. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, and also subscribe to our page, and also donate toward our ministry. Donate. Don't forget to donate toward our ministry. I know time is hard. And for you, but it's also harder for those who's in the street. So try to donate so we could continue the work that we do with them. Amen. Peace be unto you. Shalom.